Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 150 of the Red Force Podcast. My name is Eric Tyler, joined by today, Christian Tyler.
We're here today, episode 150. It's not a real number. 150.
You know what a real number is, Christian?
What?
156.
6. The 3-year anniversary.
The 3rd anniversary.
I guess.
The 3rd anniversary.
Right.
What do you think about that?
Are the cogs in motion?
Many people will be invited.
Sure.
We'll have a good time as usual. Potentially around, chapter 999.
No, chapter 1000, baby.
Things get spicy around then.
Wait, what do we... Yeah, it could be chapter 1000.
It literally could be chapter 1000.
It could be chapter 1000.
Which, benefits us greatly.
It does.
If something happens.
3rd anniversary, chapter 1000, all lining up. Right.
So do you want to do shilling now, or...
In my corner of my eye, I see a Wacom tablet.
Yes.
With what seems to be a female of some sort. Can't really tell who it's based off. It's Cancel Lords Chapter 2.
Just Cancel Lords 2, Christian. There's no
2.
Just 2.
There's 2.
Yes.
The sequel.
Yes, the sequel.
Is it a trilogy?
Who knows how this show's how long this show's
Is there a
gonna
prequel?
Last. There's no prequel.
Alright.
Cancel Lords 2, Christian. We're on 26 pages.
6 weeks to go.
6 weeks to go. Probably gonna hit 40 something,
40
maybe
pages.
50. Now I'm pulling the Oda where it's like, oh, I'll just add this. Just add that.
Yeah, sure. So it's growing.
Yeah.
It's growing.
But we're getting there. Fun time. Many a cameo.
Alright. Now, this week, no chapter. So, call-in show.
Yes.
We have people, we have topics. We have some spicy topics. Let's hope they're ready for them. I don't want to get here and then they're saying nonsense. If you're going to come with a spicy topic, come prepared.
We'll shoot you down.
Oh, there's going to be some issues, alright? Now, Shadow Sword continues. We're close to the 200 sub mark. Alright, we're close. Let's get there.
What will gain the attention of the Cabal?
Who knows?
Mm.
Some might say 1,000. Alright? Because that's a thing.
Is that a rumor?
That's something... That's when things happen.
Right.
Alright? It's like YouTube. When you get to 1,000 subs, things open up. You know?
Okay.
So... We're working. We're growing. It's happening, alright?
Sure.
Now, One Piece Wa. Alright? No chapter this week. What's going on in the anime?
Schedule's all fucked up for the manga. Who knows what's gonna happen? Two extra magazines this year.
Sure. It's possible for chapter 2000 is possible this year yet again. But it requires no more Oda breaks.
Unlikely.
Unlikely, alright? So, what's happening in the anime? We at the Big Mom Kaido stuff yet?
Luffy's gonna give his speech this week, Christian.
Alright. Kawamatsu source. Alright.
Yeah.
Using Rio. That's crazy.
Assumed.
Alright. Assumed, but he's actually using it in the anime. So it's not going to be surprising.
Yes.
When we get to Onigashima. In the anime, at least. Alright?
Sure.
So at least we get something good from the anime. You can say that's good from the anime. Right. Show the Rio. Visualizing the Rio.
I don't know why people they're putting sauce in Kawamatsu. He did the same thing. I was impressed in Udon Prison with
It's
Kawamatsu.
just good animation.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. People seem to immediately shit on Kawamatsu. But how can you forget he's one of the 3?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a discussion there that we've done multiple times. Alright? We're not going to do that. Alright? Now, who's ready for a little call-in show?
Who's first?
Who's first is Crusoe. I mean, we'll change over and we'll get into it. Call-in show. You want to be in the call-in show? Get in the Discord. join the Discord discussion waiting channel. Write your topic. We might get you in during the show. All right. Now we do have a list of people that take priority. We've got about 5 topics. Let's see if everyone turns up. We'll give everyone as much time as we think they need.
Yeah, we'll cut you off if we want.
If we run out of things to talk about, we'll cut you off. Could go on for 20 minutes, could go on for 5 minutes. Alright? Now, first topic is from Crusoe. Why Whitebeard was so great and Kaido will not be able to hold a candle to him.
Crusoe, you're on the show. Welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's good. We're good. We're here.
You want to talk about Whitebeard? You want to talk about Kaido?
Yeah, I do. So I'll just tell you what inspired me to have this topic. I've been reading and watching a lot of Hajime no Ippo recently, which has virtually like not a very complicated plot, but a lot of very like great in-depth characters. And
Yes.
I was just thinking about like Whitebeard and how great he was, you know, with the hugging Squardo after getting stabbed and like his flashback about, you know, only wanting one thing ever since he was a kid, to have a family. And I feel like to some degree it's some of like that hype equation stuff that you guys like to talk about a lot, but I really
Yes.
think that details like this is why we're so disappointed with Kaido and Big Mom in a sense, just because like on a character level they can't really hold a flame to Whitebeard. So what do you guys think about that?
At least we know Whitebeard's legacy, that he fought with Roger and that he was a rival with Roger Christian. Kaido, we still don't know anything he's done in the pirate world, apart from being a part of the Rocks and owning Wano. You know?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
What's he done?
We've been in Wano for so long, 80 some chapters, and we still know jack shit about Kaido.
We're starting to get some of his character.
We are.
Now, Crusoe, we're talking about character, or we're talking about renown in the piracy world?
I'm just talking about the character because, you
His
know, I
goals, his
think
dreams,
that
yeah.
a lot of people are disappointed in Wano, right? And I think that Kaido actually has a big part to do with that. So I was just trying to kind of think about what's been going wrong with Kaido that could perhaps be better, right?
He's just not in the story.
Yeah, he's just not in the story,
for a long
and
time.
there's like a discussion around his character motivation. We haven't really got it concretely stated, like his dream, why he wants to be Pirate King, which is different from Big Mom. Big Mom states why she wants to be Pirate King. You know, all the races coming together.
Utopia, the
The
goal.
utopia, the goal. She has a goal. She
How
has
she
dreams.
operates.
Yeah, how she operates with her family, what her family think about her. We haven't really got that with Kaido. It's still time for Kaido, to come.
Yes.
Still time for him to show us his personality, to show us his dreams and what he really wants. We know he wants his great war, but why does he want to be Pirate King? You know what I mean? Like, is it he wants to die as Pirate King?
Why?
Well,
Why does he think that dying is,
important.
important? It's a lot of
Yeah, and you know, with Big Mom, I'd say that she got a pretty good flashback with the Elbaf stuff, but also she was kind of getting manipulated the whole time
Yeah.
to like her rise to power. So I think that might have been to some people maybe a disappointing aspect of her character.
Well, the difference between Whitebeard and Big Mom and Kaido is that Whitebeard's a hero and Big Mom and Kaido are villains. So I don't think Oda wants you to think that the villains are great and that you should sympathize or idolize them.
But look at Dofi, man. Like they give him a really compelling backstory, and like he's one of the most beloved characters as a villain, right?
Yeah, but he's deliciously evil. And that's why we love him, alright?
Deliciously.
But yeah, that's the problem. I don't think Oda wants us to necessarily
Oda doesn't
sympathize.
want people to say Akainu did nothing wrong, but people will still say it,
Well, people say that with Blackbeard.
They
You
say
know.
it for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Blackbeard. No, I notice how I didn't say anything about Shanks and Blackbeard because number one, Shanks is the God King,
That's right.
and
The Crusoe
number
character.
two is that Blackbeard, he had like a really great introduction with the Jaya stuff. So
Sure.
those characters, Oda's getting the huge W with. It's just that I think that with Kaido and Big Mom, a little bit falling short, I guess.
Well, at least Big Mom's got something. Kaido's still
Yeah.
Yeah,
question
yeah.
marks.
Kaido would be my least favorite right now.
We gotta wait for that Rocks flashback. It has to happen at some point.
Prophesize to happen.
All right.
Chapter
Yeah,
1000?
It could start then. Who knows? All right.
Sure.
But I don't know. Yeah, chapter 1000 maybe. But the Rocks flashback has to happen. Kaido's upbringing, why, like, maybe Rocks had a massive influence on him. Big Mom's there. We can flesh out Big Mom at the same time. Their debt. They have inter-character stuff going on. Their alliance, their debt, all that kind of stuff. So that could tie it all up and give them both the source at the same time. Right? Yeah.
So
yeah.
Sure.
what do you guys think about like the whole hype equation aspect, right? Because with Whitebeard, you got the admirals like just messing up the Straw Hats and messing up the Supernova, and then like Whitebeard's like fighting multiple admirals at once, and then here we just got Kaido fighting the Scabbards. So I know you guys like to talk about that
Well,
a lot.
it's about time and place in the story. Before Whitebeard, we didn't really see top tiers. We weren't really... Luffy was nowhere close to that level. So he had no chance of
You
Marineford.
need to get like Kaido to like one-shot Marco or something. That's what you need.
Holy crap.
That's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
Really. You need like Big Mom to one-shot King or whatever
Yeah, because in Marineford, it's like...
to bring the hype back.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's... I would say, on average... Is there more powerful characters in Onigashima than Marineford? When you could say all the Straw Hats... Well, 4 of the Straw Hats are commanders. All the Scabbards are quote-unquote commanders. Then you got 2 Emperors. All their commanders. So is Onigashima a higher level? Therefore, the gap between the main characters and the big bad is different. Could you say that?
It's an interesting topic.
I mean, I think that it's definitely true that Luffy has a better chance of, hurting
Survival,
Kaido
yeah.
now than he did at touching any of the admirals because he couldn't really use Haki. So
Yeah. Well, that's a different discussion. Maybe that's something.
that's
for
a
another
different
day.
discussion.
Well, he did fuck up Luffy, so there has to be Haki involved somewhere.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So that's a different discussion. We thank you, Crusoe, for your topic.
All right, nice having me on. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thanks, man.
See ya.
All right. Now, interesting topic about Kaido and his hype and his character and his source. I do think it's still to come. We haven't gotten his flashback. We haven't gotten really him stating
He's
why he
about
wants to
to,
be Pirate King.
He's about to destroy the Scabbards, we think, anyway.
Yeah. So maybe we'll get a statement from him. Maybe when Luffy fights him, they'll talk about the Pirate King and what it means and what he wants it for.
Maybe he'll be like, Akagami had that hat
Yeah.
when I saw him on the rocks.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see with Kaido. There's still
That
time for Kaido.
That makes sense, but...
Yeah. Well, shakes his
I
his
saw Roger
ball
with
there.
that hat
Yeah.
back on the rocks.
All right. Next on the list is Felipe. Now, Felipe was having technical issues.
Where's Felipe, Christian?
Top of the list.
What's his topic?
His topic is the Ace Sabo Luffy flashback is the best of the story, and what is the best flashback in the story in general?
Felipe, you're on the show. Welcome to the show.
Oh, what's up? Good night, everyone.
How's it
What's up?
going?
Yeah, I got corona, but I'm okay.
You got corona. Oh, that's crazy.
Yes,
He's got that rotor.
I
That's
got
crazy.
corona because
What?
of it.
So you're not dead? That's crazy.
Exactly. It's like I got corona because of the government. That's cool.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
So much like the world
But-
government in One Piece, Christian.
Yeah.
It's getting screwed over.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I live in One Piece world. I live in Goa,
There you
which
go.
is
Alright.
my topic.
All right,
So,
Felipe.
like,
What's your topic, Felipe?
yes, my topic is like the Ace, Sabo, and Luffy flashback is the best flashback, and slash what is the best flashback? I would want to know your opinion.
Okay, first of all, state your case. Why do you think it's the best flashback?
Like to me, there are some reasons
Okay.
to make the best flashback. Like the main one is because this flashback enhanced Marineford. That is to me one of the best arcs in One Piece.
Okay,
Like
so
it gives context to Ace character and Luffy's character in retrospect. You know, like it's playing better the personality that Luffy has until that point.
mm,
And one other reason is that in this flashback, Oda managed to get so many dense topics in, but in so little time. You know, like the structure of classes in the One Piece world,
yeah,
and like how they explore people, how the world government gets the taxes on people,
yeah,
how they change the mind of people. Like there is that scene of Stanley watching the terminal burn,
yeah.
and like the father is explaining to him like, oh, why they're poor? Because they want to. It's like it's a very blunt way to tell a real issue that we have in the
Yeah.
world now. And
So yeah,
we are
it's the first real incident of the celestial dragons actually in the story. I mean, we had it in Shibondi, but that was kind of a just an introduction.
yes,
Yeah.
The Ace Sabo
exactly.
flashback was really setting up
I think it's one of
the big villain.
it's probably one of
as
the most
Lord Voldemort.
underrated arcs.
Yes, to me
Because
it's perfect.
yeah, it does set up a lot of stuff.
It is a lot of firsts as well.
Yeah.
We get the taxing, we get
Exactly.
all that kind of the world building there. My
Exactly.
problem with the flashback is I would have liked it either before Marineford or in the middle of Marineford. Because
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
to me it's good. The placement of this flashback is good because like when you look to way slash moments,
Mm.
you look at this flashback and you say, oh my god, now I understand better.
Yeah.
And like it hits different after the fact. But like I agree that if it was before, like maybe could hit even more harder, right?
Yeah.
Well, it shows how Luffy and it shows how Ace, reflected on Luffy, made Luffy grow up. It just got that brotherly relationship, the sake cups,
Yeah.
and again, it
Exactly.
fleshes out the world with the celestial dragons. You got the nobles, you got dragon,
I just think it would have been
Garp.
after Shibondi we get introduced as celestial dragons. We could have had that
Exactly.
we could have had that flashback maybe after Shibondi when Luffy loses everything and then he thinks about
Yeah.
Ace and why Ace is so important to him. Then we have the
Like
Ace Luffy Zabo flashback.
no, this
Then
moment
Impel
would be
Down
really
and whatever.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, like to me, like it's good displacement because like you got the angry
Yeah.
and like this world building like Marineford is the moment that Oda start to build his world.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah, well, I
Like
think the
we got
placement.
a glance before.
I think the placement, like, you think you're gonna move
Yes.
on from Ace's death, but then Oda just kind of like twists the knife in again.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's like
So
he like you on the ground and he gives a
you
shot
thought
in
you
your
were done
face.
with it, but then you go back in.
Exactly. And like to me, even like telling about only the moments in this flashback specifically, like the moment that Sabo is crying on Dragon's shoulders,
Yeah.
like the moment with that Blue Jay
Blue
tries
Jay.
to come back to the city,
Yeah.
and like they close the doors, and like the moment that Dragon saves the people from the terminal and starts the like
Yeah, it
little revolution
it
there, you
really
know.
does start changing what the story is about as well at that point, where it's
Yeah.
like more of a liberation from the world government
Yeah.
driving that instead of
It's
Iron
kind of
Violence.
like the first real indicator of what the new world's going to be about
Yeah.
and what the end goal
Exactly.
is. They started starting it
Yeah.
right there. So it's a very
Yeah,
good flashback. Is it the best? Is it the best flashback?
yeah, this is the question, right?
It's such
Like
an
to me, it's the best because of my way of reading the story.
Yeah.
Like to me, the most important thing on One Piece, to me, in my experience,
Yeah.
is like the macro and micro political stuff that all the plants there.
Yes.
Like to me, this is the most interesting part of One Piece.
underrated as well
So
in One Piece, Christian. No one talks about the
See,
mechanisms.
normally flashbacks have to do with characters and their
I
relationships.
know, they're either sad or either they're hype.
Yeah.
yeah.
Normally we talk about Straw Hat flashbacks, we talk about sadness, we're talking about characters and
Yeah,
their
but
backstories, but would Robin's flashback be more important with all the ancient history and the O'Hara incident
And the admirals
and learning to
setting up
hate
them.
the world government? Because that's really the
Exactly.
first real tragedy of the world government we find out about is the
That,
O'Hara
like,
incident.
Yeah.
we need these structural things that other plants
Yeah,
enhances the emotional stuff.
yeah,
It's like it's not so important if you don't have a world to fight against.
yeah,
It's like if it was like only individual tragedy, it would be like less intense than it is in a world tragedy.
yeah,
Like this is what I was talking to Krusop before in the other room. It's like also Usopp flashback is one of the weakest ones.
yeah. Because
But like
nothing
not
fucking
only
happens.
Right, exactly, but like the thing is because not only we don't have like heavy incidents, but it doesn't show anything about the world of One Piece.
Yeah. So
It's like individual, like only an individual tragedy,
Mm.
I guess.
So the Ace Luffy Sabo flashback has everything. It's got characters. It's got scale. It's got world building. It's got it
Exactly.
all. Okay.
Exactly, it's like it's a complete pack. Like it's a story that you can enjoy
And
by
it actually
itself.
benefits, to be an actual arc with a nice little
Yeah, it's an actual.
story
It's a
arc
mini
instead of
mini
just kinda
arc.
like,
Yeah. All right.
Exactly. Like I don't know if you guys read Bleach before.
Yeah, a little
Like I
bit.
don't like Bleach, but I read it.
Okay.
Everything.
You like
But it's
swords.
like yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's a trash manga, but it's okay. So like the best arc in Bleach is Turn Back the Pendulum to me.
Okay.
It is like one of the things that make this arc so good is because it's a condensed story. It's like a story of 10 chapters or something like
Yeah.
that. Like I think that bigger stories like One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto they benefit from making these little arcs between arcs.
Yeah.
Close histories that tell a bigger story that influence the future and the past, but like it is don't drag too much.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Felipe, for your topic. Interesting topic. Not
Thank you.
a lot of people talk about this this flashback a lot, but it's important and
Mhm.
I like to
We
see it.
appreciate you, Felipe. Get better.
I appreciate you guys.
Don't die.
Thank you.
Don't die.
I'm gonna survive.
Okay,
Good
thank
show,
you.
guys.
Felipe burying the lead there on.
He's got that Rona.
He's got that coronavirus. Maybe could have found out something about that earlier, but whatever. The Ace Sabo Luffy flashback, I think it's gaining popularity slowly over time. People talking about it more. People enjoy the importance of it because I think at the time we were done with the hype and Marineford. You don't really you want to see what happens with the Straw Hats. You want
Yeah.
to see what happens with the world, and then you're thrown into this flashback with Ace, and it's interesting. But maybe you want to see, the Straw Hats. Maybe you want to see what's going on with Alkane, what's going on with the burial of Whitebeard. So interesting flashback. Now we're moving on to a controversial topic. Hebihime is back with a controversial topic.
What does she want to talk about?
Why Yamato is gender non-conforming. Now, she better come with real evidence and not just talking shit, right?
Is her opinion?
Because this is a spicy topic, a controversial topic. All right, we're here to discuss things. We're here to hear people's opinions, of course.
Yeah.
But come prepared, please. All right, bring in Hebihime for her discussion.
What are you excited?
Hebby, you're on the show. Welcome to the
Hello.
show.
Hello, you're a bit low.
Am I?
Yes,
She's alright.
I'm looking at the audio mix.
She's alright.
Wipe the smoke off your face, Eric.
She's alright.
All right.
Now, Hebby, topic.
You have a controversial topic. All right, you better come
Not
prepared with
controversial.
arguments. All right, I'll just say that.
Talk to us about your opinions on Yamato.
Okay, so gender non-conforming is just simply not conforming to gender roles,
Okay.
but it's also a way.
Except she's conforming to Odin's role. Hyper-masculine.
It's how you dress and how you behave that defies gender stereotypes, right?
Sure.
And we've seen Yamato do that. She dresses as a male, she behaves as a male, but she didn't do that until after Odin died.
Now,
But how is that non-conforming? That's conforming.
Well, no, she didn't do that until after Odin died. She dressed as a little girl. She was in a kimono
Yeah.
until probably about the age of 8.
Right.
now, I take issue with one thing you said. Acts like
Yeah.
a male. How?
She wants to be known as a man.
But
Her
you said
pronouns
act.
are male.
Yeah, but you said act. That's
Yes. Well, clearly she has been acting like a man,
Wait. So
dressing and acting.
what is it that you want to say about Yamato?
Well,
In the active and the present, not the past.
Well, she hasn't been traditionally doing what is portrayed as a woman in Wano.
Because what was the statement, Christian? That she's non-conforming or she's conforming?
that she's
Non-conforming.
non-gender conforming.
Right. But she definitely is.
Well, this week or last chapter, she said, "My name is Yamato."
And,
Yeah.
And is that character growth? We don't really know.
That
We
is
don't-
character growth because she's finally admitted she's not Odin. But she is still using the gender pronoun.
Well, she's not.
him.
She's not insane. She knows she's not Odin. Or maybe
it's a weird,
she's
Yeah.
insane.
it's a weird thing because she goes.
But
I'm
she still wants to be known by the male pronoun, which is gender non-conforming.
pretty sure, yeah, but Yamato is a.
So she doesn't
She's
want to be
mentioned
known by her female pronoun, which is her birth assigned pronoun.
Right.
Now, according to Japanese and what's written in the text, they are using male kanji for
Yes.
Yamato, right? So
Confirmed.
we respect what he wants, so we're using he. Sometimes we slip up. It's an accident, all right? Please, all right?
Which is what a lot of people get upset about when you're gender non-conforming. They
We
get
try.
very upset.
We're
I've
trying,
been
but to be-
harassed about that.
we're trying, but it's very for us. It's very confusing because Yamato,
seems to be more
Odin.
of
My
a
name is
mental
Odin
thing.
Yamato. So we're trying to say he, but it's hard for us, as just like keeping that straight in our head.
I think the way Odin lived her life made her realize that, wow, this man is so awesome. I want to
Yes.
be known as a man
Now-
rather than a girl.
I think there's a further
Now,
discussion.
is that just Oda trying to put more sauce on this man?
Well, I think there's a bigger discussion.
Potentially, but also you've got to realize that there are more people in the world wanting to be known by different pronouns.
Sure.
So Oda could be jumping on that bandwagon.
Now, there's a bigger discussion to be had with Yamato's character development and where she's going to end up.
Which is theoretical.
Which is theoretical. We think that he'll drop
I
the Odin thing and maybe become her own person, reverting back to Yamato female. And then there's a whole discussion around that and trans issues. What do you think Oda's going to do?
There's also a whole, the theory about
I think he'll still be in the crew, but Yamato will still be
I think it comes down to how
as himself.
Kaido reacted to having a daughter and all that shit, if we ever find out that. Because if it's just like,
Yes.
Odin was cool, therefore I want to be Odin, it's kind of paper thin and boring.
Well, you've also
Yeah.
got to understand the theories about gender non-conforming and the ideals about it.
All right,
It's
go
just the
on.
fact that she wants to be known as the gender.
No, she wants
It's
to be
not
known.
that she
doesn't-
it's the gender.
She wants to be known as Odin. She doesn't
say
It doesn't
male.
really
no,
matter.
she finally snapped and went, I am Yamato. I am not Odin.
Sure, but
She is Yamato, not Odin.
if next
Right,
chapter he refers to herself as she,
It's just
what do we do then?
that we go back to
We go
using
back?
Yamato as a girl, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. But clearly from now we've been using male pronouns.
I think
so
we're jumping the gun on what Oda's intent is with this character.
yeah.
It's
Oda is
it's,
very
it's
flippant.
highly possible that this is just a I love Odin. The
Yeah.
audience must love Odin. She wants to be Odin.
Odin, it could just
It's
be
highly
Odin source.
entirely possible, alright? It couldn't. It's very possible that Oda's not even trying to make a grand statement about trans issues.
Well, Oda's already done this with Kiku. He's already done it.
You got the whole.
Yes,
you
but-
got the whole.
Wasn't Kiku using? Didn't we use female pronouns with Kiku?
Yes, she said, "I am a male, but I have the heart of a female," which is what Odin's
And we have
statement
the
is.
whole Okama and being free and doing what you like,
Yeah.
which is already his statement. on this shit.
Otis has a statement. This is why Yamato is very confusing for us.
I
Because
don't find that confusing. But
yeah.
then again, it may be because of my time skip. I've grown.
Well,
Okay.
anyway, that's the Yamato debate. It's not really a debate. We're just waiting to see what this character's about because nothing's confirmed about this character. It's all vague nonsense about I want to be Odin because he was cool. Now, we'll find out if there's anything deeper to that or if
Sure.
it's just a meme.
All right.
I
But
think
there we
it's
go.
just the trauma of seeing someone murdered and the fact that it may have been the first time she's seen someone murdered other than a potential mother.
Maybe.
Okay. Now,
And the way he was murdered was probably traumatic for her too.
Hebe, we thank you for your topic.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Ain't
moving
gonna
on.
ban me.
We might ban you after this because it was a mess, but we're moving on.
All right. Thank you, Heavy.
All right. Yeah, it's just complicated.
Now, the Yamato thing, I think people are jumping the gun seriously. Because to me, it reads as Odin's a hype man.
Yeah.
I want to be Odin. I don't think there's anything else. Really.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see on it because
Odin's made his
possible.
statement clear
Rikiku with
many times
yeah.
on these topics.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll update you on the situation as it unfolds.
Yes.
Alright. Now, we're moving on to Corvo Q. Kaido's glorious death. What will it be? Where did it come from? The Kaido topic.
Welcome to the show.
Glorious death.
Hey.
Now, do we have echoes with your...
Yeah, I had the video on my phone. Took it
Okay.
off.
Corvo, you here?
I'm here.
What's your topic?
My topic is a theory. I think that Rox's death and the fact that it's been forgotten by the world is the inspiration for why Kaido wants to make sure that his death is glorious and remembered.
So the fact that Rox has been forgotten scares Kaido.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And he wants a glorious death to be remembered throughout history, to become fully
Right.
immortal through history.
That's right.
Yeah, we've been discussing
Possible.
Kaido and his glorious death. I mean, some people say it's not his actual goal. He's just a brute, whatever. But it came back this chapter with him
Yes.
talking about death, and Roger and Whitebeard and their glorious death. I think it's been
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, go.
I think it's
Go ahead.
been pretty clear that Kaido wants the biggest death in history to be remembered throughout time.
Yes, I would agree
yeah.
with that.
So, my thoughts on Kaido has always been like he's kind of like a Genghis Khan figure, as his this crazy conqueror who only cares about strength and might, but also respects other strong rulers, and wanted to be remembered throughout time
Sure.
as a great leader. I think that's what
Yeah.
Kaido's based off. He's based off the Mongol invasion of Japan, the history there. That's what I think Kaido's kind of sort of loosely based off. I don't know about that, but that's just a theory I have.
I think those ideas are exactly the type of thing that makes me believe that as well.
Yeah. So, the glorious death, we really do need that Rock's flashback if we're gonna get
Depth.
any depth on Kaido, at all. We hope it happens soon.
Every time we think he's just like,
But here's the
a
thing,
tough
right?
guy,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of depth thrown in, like when he was talking to his subordinates.
But here's the thing, we've been through this with the Odin flashback, where we're relying on the Odin flashback to fix all the problems, and it did and it didn't. I don't think we can rely on flashbacks to solve all our issues for us. It's kind of like, we're just waiting for this to happen, therefore don't complain about it, kind of thing. But, it's a
Yeah,
different-
I think there were a few key things though in the Odin flashback that which is, I think, I really believed that, you know, when Kaido first tried like killing himself by jumping off of the Sky Island, it
yeah.
was, the question was, does Kaido just want to die? Is he literally unkillable even by his own hand? But I think if you think that he has a devil fruit, it's very clear he can just kill himself by jumping into the ocean or something. And
Yeah.
there was even, I don't know if you guys remember, there were people theorizing that Jack was his son when Jack got knocked into the ocean, and
Yeah,
then
Fishman.
he was
yeah.
actually a fishman. It's like, oh man, is Kaido a fishman? Is Kaido his dad? So it was all kinds of crazy things. But it's very clear that he doesn't just want to die. He wants to die in a way that he's going to end up being remembered.
Yeah.
And I think one of the key pieces from the Odin flashback that plays into that is how he has a distaste for Roger and Whitebeard. He specifically calls them soft because they care about their subordinates in
Yeah.
the same way that Odin does. And those are the three guys that he has like the biggest problem with.
That was before they died.
Also, recently,
Yeah.
Roger was dead at that point, wasn't he? When they fought? Yeah.
Yes.
It was just after Roger died.
But you
right?
gotta remember that we just got a tender moment between Kaido and Jack at the top of the dome, where he didn't let him die. And he said, "You're not weak; they're too strong." So what does that say about Kaido? There, he does care about his subordinates in some way.
Yeah, we saw it.
Absolutely.
We saw it having a good time with his subordinates like 10 chapters ago.
Sure, he's drinking, he's having a good time.
Festival.
So
And the other thing I think too that's interesting and is, I think, you know, even before the Odin flashback, is the fact that he let, I mean, you know, the way I see it is that he let Luffy kick his ass to see if Luffy did have any kind of potential to be like a worthy opponent, right?
Yeah.
He's like, he gets up, he's sobered, he's like, damn, okay, this is not, you're not anything either, you know, you're just a fly, okay, and then one shots him. So I think he really is like constantly looking, constantly recruiting people, you know, by dominating them, really respecting strength and looking for strength, and that's his thing,
Yeah.
because he thinks strength is going to lead to that all-out epic war that's going to elevate him.
now, if we look at his first when he was introduced, he does mention Whitebeard's death, and then he did it right. So it's been consistent since Kaido was introduced. Some people say it's not. Some people say it is. But I believe that it is. I mean, jumping off the Sky Island was like a good, like, hype piece. And it's kind of conflated and confusing now because of the Apu portrayal. And did Apu set up that meeting to get Kaido there, and Kaido jumped off to make his
Or
entrance?
was it all coincidence?
Or is it all coincidence? There's like questions about that now.
Yeah,
but-
I do like your theory that like maybe he's upset that Rocks was forgotten throughout history, so he's
Yeah.
gonna make sure that he's not forgotten.
yeah. And he sees his peers like Roger and Whitebeard and how they're remembered.
Yeah.
So he really does want that for himself.
And is that why he wants to be Pirate King? Yeah, has
And
he
you know,
stated he wants to be Pirate King?
I don't. He says now, right, in the alliance with Big Mom,
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
fight for
the
the
We'll
goal
fight
is
for the
is
world.
we'll fight for Pirate King. So I think he's different from the rest of the Yonko in that they're pursuing power and the title of Pirate King in order to achieve their goal, which is not necessarily being the Pirate King itself.
Yeah.
But I think for him, it's more it shows that I have so much strength. I want to be Pirate King because I can only achieve that if I'm the most powerful, and that's my actual
Okay.
goal.
Good topic,
The-
Corvo. We
Yeah.
appreciate it. We appreciate the topic. Kaido, we need more depth. We've got 2 topics already this show. People want to see the depth. People want to see the Rocks flashback. All right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the last thing
Okay.
is that, you know, he was probably the youngest guy
Yes.
on the Rocks crew, right? He was
Yeah.
probably a cabin boy at the time, so that just means he was that much more influenced, most likely, by
Sure.
Rocks and the
Yeah.
loss of his mentor. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Corvo.
Corvo.
Now, we do have Jordan Lee. He is chilling. He's here.
He's muted.
Long time viewer of the Red Force podcast, long time supporter.
Does he not have a prepared topic?
He does have a prepared topic.
And what is
Why the anime is overrated and why the manga is 10 times better.
Jordan Lee, you're on the show. Welcome to the show. And he's
Well,
out.
He's out.
We
Bring
did
him back.
drag him in.
Is he ready?
Is he ready? Is he not ready? Did he kick himself out?
Did he get scared and ran
Did the
away?
system kick him out?
Jordan Lee.
Jordan Lee, is he here? Is he ready to go?
No.
Do you want
Is-
to talk about the anime, Christian?
All right. Well,
Do you want to at least cover
Sure.
his topic?
weird. Is it? Wait a minute. I'll change his status and see if he's allowed in. All right. Move him in. See if he's allowed in. Jordan Lee. Are you? No, okay. So
He's not ready.
he's not ready.
He's not ready.
Whatever's happening, he's not ready. Maybe he can hit us with a topic.
Do you want
He's
to talk about his
sorting
topic,
his
Christian?
sorting his mic out. We'll join sorting mic out.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, the anime. You know, there's one person on the internet saying it's great, and that one person is the King of Lighting. All right, and we've been talking about. We've actually brought this up with him. Why
It's a
he's sold to
problem.
the anime.
There's
Alright?
pros and cons, Christian.
Sure.
You know, there's pros and cons. The
I
nice
mean-
stuff looks nice.
The pacing is still garbo. All right.
Sure. At least they're making Rio clear.
The making your own clear, which is a positive. There's positive and negatives. But we cannot forget the garbage pacing and the experience of watching the anime. Sure, there might be hype clips. There might be 10 seconds of crazy animation. But as an experience as a whole, the pacing is just unbearable. We're doing half chapter pacing. Half chapter pacing.
Mhm. They did milk Yasuo's death for like 3 episodes.
Yeah,
was
Yasuo's
that, was
death-
that to add emotional weight, or was that to just milk it?
Milk it, alright? The anime does this all the time.
Alright.
So, I mean, John Lee would love to have you on the show, but seems like there might be some technical issues. There was a late topic submission from Aberjack. If he's around, if he wants to join in, he can join in, but I don't see him in the Discord.
Mhm.
He wants to talk about, is Haki a good power system? Now, he's not around. We'll see if he turns up. We're at stuck right now, waiting for people to get their shit sorted, get their technical issues sorted. I mean, how long have we been going for at this point?
Sure.
How long is that? 40 minutes. So a sizable part of the show. We might just move on and we'll see.
How strong is Shanks?
See what happens later on. We'll see.
Yeah. Maybe we'll
Who's
get him
ready?
back in questions.
Sure. All right. How strong is Shanks? Every week,
Every week.
we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks? And every week, we answer Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King.
Hello? Hey, guys,
Dude,
is there a call-in show still?
Interrupted. John Lee.
Oh shit, is this the sermon? Is this the
You
sermon? I'm
interrupted the
sorry.
sermon, John
I
Lee.
didn't mean to disrespect the God King.
get out of here.
All right, we'll call.
I'll
We'll
get
bring
out,
you
I'll get
back
out,
in.
I'll get
All right, after this. All right.
The disrespect.
The disrespect of interrupting the sermon. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. Alright? But there are people out there who interrupt the sermon. Alright? There are people out there who think Kaido's the strongest. There are people that think Blackbeard is the strongest. There are people out there that think sweatiest man on the planet, he's the strongest.
Always.
There are people out there that think Drag is the strongest. There are people out there that think Mihawk's the strongest. And there are people out there that think I'm the strongest. And they're all wrong, and they're all incorrect. Every week we bring 100% genuine, factual information to the table. And this week's evidence is Says he's so strong that every single double page spread he appears on is never criticized, as every panel Shanks appears on is universally acknowledged as high art and a masterpiece. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. Now, rudely interrupted by John and Lee. We'll move on to we'll move back. What are we doing? We'll move on to topic of the show. We'll get him in here and then we'll talk about it. Jordan Lee.
You're on the show now, Jordan Lee.
And he's gone.
And he's gone. I swear to
gone.
fuck.
Ah,
No, that's it. That's it. He's done.
Jordan, we tried. You interrupted the sermon. We love you, but we can't do it, alright? We can't do it. We're moving on. Alright?
Mute the Discord.
Alright, moving on. I'm just gonna leave the Discord. It's over. Alright. Alright. Bit of a shit show. Alright? I don't like it. Topic of the show. We're coming up with the 30 of the show. Time to discuss a little bit of change to the show. Maybe some new segments. Maybe some new things to talk about.
Sure.
Right? Now, well, recently we've had a few interesting topics of the show that people seem to enjoy. I'm talking about the Art Corner with Eric.
Favorite of many.
People submit panels. People submit animation clips.
That is a visual
You
segment.
can import it into the pod. You don't even upload this shit to Apple Podcasts. What's the
Yeah.
point, right? We have the technology to implement it. Into
We have the
show.
technology. He's claiming we got the technology.
We got the technology, all right, to set it up beforehand and get it ready to show it on screen, all right. Now that will, unfortunately, show panels and animation clips, which could get dicey. Which could get dicey,
Yeah.
but it's an idea. All right, we've been talking We've been talking 150 episodes. I don't things that won't change. I don't think obviously the chapter. Obviously.
Question corner staying.
Question quarter staying. How strong is Shake staying?
Power scale will return.
Power scale will return after Wano. Alright. Topic of the show is a staple. Alright. People seem to enjoy it. But
Maybe we should field topics for the people, Christian.
for the people, write in the comment section below maybe what you want to see from us. Do you want more spicy Eric rants?
Always. The Christian, they're always
Alright.
the best.
Do you want a kind of art tournament as in the style of the Fashion God tournament? This panel compared to this panel in a tournament style setting.
I don't really want to be talking about paddling without
Panels.
just talking about it. You know?
Yeah. We have the technology to get it on screen.
Now,
The double page spread tournament.
can we get the hate corner where people just submit me things that I get angry?
Well, Eric's My Hero Weekly rant.
It's always a good time.
Alright. Now. Maybe we
I think
implement-
people like when we break down like techniques
sure.
with writing and art, especially when we talk about the seeds, planting the seeds, the hype scale index.
Maybe people submit their own art, but that's a dangerous.
You will get lit up.
That's a dangerous area. All
Christian
right?
isn't even safe.
No one's safe. Eric's not safe. I'll light him up. All right. He's not gonna lie. Eric gets lit up.
There's nothing too light
Will
me
be
up.
a hilarious segment. All right. Maybe the first segment is Sans Laws Chapter 2.
Of the season 3,
Yeah.
year 3,
Year
year 4.
3. Year 3. Cancel odds. Tear down. Talking writing. We're talking art. Maybe Eric gets a lens put on him.
That's fine because there's nothing to say.
Nothing to say apparently. All right. So maybe we point the lens at Eric after his multiple screeds about My Hero. All right. Now, other ideas, maybe a little gaming of the week. What are we playing? What are we doing? Maybe a little multimedia.
Now, if that was
segment.
true, Christian, the last 3 months, would you just be talking about Hades?
Sure, Mario collection. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a little gaming topic of the week.
No, you're just trying to get sponsorship.
I'm trying to get free games here.
Is that what
alright?
you're trying to do?
Trying to get free
You're trying to
games
get a
here.
free PS5.
Trying to get free shit here, alright? But maybe we roast Sony for a bit. We never roast Nintendo here, alright? We never roast Nintendo here, alright?
No.
Alright. Maybe we roast the Pokemon DLC, which is apparently garbage. Alright?
What
Maybe-
if we roast Dritz every week?
The Dritz tear down.
He doesn't have content though anymore.
I know, he doesn't have content.
Although apparently that
One Piece.
manifesto is covered.
That 70-page
He keeps
manifesto.
on talking up the length, and I'm like, yeah, you need all these words to say what you need to say.
He needs evidence, right? He needs evidence. So,
It's gonna be like a conspiracy where it's so big that like you can't really attack it because it's just way too much shit. No one's gonna read it.
he's going to make a video.
No one's gonna watch the video either.
People are going to watch it.
An hour.
It's going to be more than an hour. 70 pages, all
You're
right?
reading a script. No one has the time to take out each point.
No. All right. That's his topic of the show. We're looking to spice up the show. Thunderdome's getting a little dry, maybe. People, there are matchups on the table. And I brought one this week to show you a great matchup.
Alright.
All right? I brought one this week. Because guess what? Eric didn't post the post on Patreon and it didn't get answered. Because he didn't post it for 2 weeks.
The people letting me
Alright.
down.
You're letting yourself down.
2
alright?
weeks. I posted it last week.
It's 2 weeks old. Yes. You didn't post it last week or the week before, this week or the week before.
I did post it the week before. That's why it's 2 weeks
Alright.
old.
Moving on to the Thunderdome. Now, apparently, Jordan Lee is ready.
It's over.
We might get him in questions.
Yeah.
We'll go through the Thunderdome. We might get him in questions, alright? What do I want to say? First of all, get in your matchups.
Shout out to Happy for the $7.50 throughout the show, Christian.
Alright.
Now, her first comment, we know the history. You don't need to say it, and you might get us demonetized because you said it.
Okay. Alright.
Alright? Now, she just wants you to get enraged in topic of the show, which is a good time for the people when Christian gets enraged. I would say,
It's rare.
no, it's more common for you to get enraged than me.
Yeah, but not true enraged when you start losing it about
Taking
my hair.
shots.
Yeah, but whatever. Alright, Thunderdome. I'm submitting a question. I'm submitting a matchup.
Alright.
Law versus Katakuri. Now that's
Oh my god.
spicy.
We're gonna be here for 4 hours.
Now that's a spicy meatball.
Alright.
That was on the table and no one picked.
The first question, always,
Yes.
Law's Del Fruit.
Law's Devil Fruit and the Logia effects of Katakuri.
The
Now
special
people say he's a Logia,
You gotta get questions.
but there's no fucking difference in how it works.
No.
It even might be even more OP
Yeah.
because
We've had many discussion about
of
the
the treble
yeah,
bullshit, alright? But
the potential.
the potential of the special paramecia is maybe even more busted than Logia. So let's go through this, alright? Now, we cannot forget that Law was destroyed by Doflamingo.
Many a time.
Many a time. But there are people out there that think Doflamingo is this god tier character, alright? The Birdcage might say that. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? Birdcage, uncuttable even with Hero.
Birdcage
King
might be
has.
able to, might not be able to be stopped in Wano if he was over Wano.
Who knows?
Sure.
Alright? Now, Law. the devil fruit is the real key factor here. We know Law cannot take the punishment Luffy can take. All right?
No, that's everything.
Absolutely not. He can take some punishment. He fought Dolomico like 3 times.
I got lit up.
Got lit up all 3 times.
Yep.
But we're talking teleportation, we're talking cuts, we're talking all that kind of stuff. Now the future side, how does that interplay with Law's ability and Law's room? That's what we're not considering, right?
Yes.
How does the interplay of future sight and the room work?
Is Katakuri's haki strong enough to block?
If Doflamingo's is, I think Katakuri's is. Cannot forget the pre-break, right? So even if Law teleports, Katakuri would have a glimpse into the future of that teleportation.
Now, even if Law got a cut in, could Doflamingo awaken the floor, reform? There's questions.
There's questions, all right? Now, in my opinion, Law gets absolutely demolished.
It's a question of Delphi and how it interplays with Katakuri always, with Law.
But we cannot...
But that's why Law's so high. No one's saying Law's a good
combatant
with
swordsman.
speed, strength.
He relies on speed with his teleportation, but that is negated. Negated by the
Haki
future
even.
side. He's got haki. We know he's got haki.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
It's not great, but he is a swordsman, therefore he's beyond the table.
I haven't seen it.
We have
Now, can he sacrifice his lifespan
to one-shot
to
Katakuri.
one-shot Katakuri?
Now, if he somehow mysteriously he lands the gamma knife, Katakuri can't recover from that. Surely, he doesn't have the stitching ability, but he is Logan. So could he reform
His body?
constantly reform his body? Questions. All right.
Doesn't it work like counter shock though in his body? Or the radial knife, whatever slices up treble and he's unable to fuse together again.
That's a different ability.
Gamma knife works.
No, it just shreds.
It just shreds it up.
It says, Law says,
But Law's ability doesn't work like that.
but Law says
Law's-
that's how his ability
But it
works.
doesn't cut.
It doesn't cut.
separates.
It shreds organs, according to Law.
Which is confusing because you can rip someone's heart out of the body with Law and it still beats and works. But apparently the gun knife cuts.
It's the way it is.
Well,
See,
you
it's
know.
the ultimate secret technique, alright? I'm going to give this one to Katakuri.
Future sight.
Future
Logia.
Sight, Logia,
Punishment.
Punishment, Ultimate Haki. Alright?
Grilled Mochi. Buzz cut. How's Law gonna cop a buzz cut?
Nah.
Can't cop that shit.
Luffy's got that stamina, that durability.
That Gear 4.
A Gear 4. What the Law got? Alright? Now see, this is an interesting matchup.
Uh-huh.
Alright?
Now, people bought us Law vs. Jack. Not an interesting matchup.
It's more interesting than Absalom versus,
Yeah.
what was it? Like, fucking Ohm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there you go. That's the kind of matchups I want to see from Thunderdome. There's still plenty of these matchups on the table. I don't know why people don't choose them.
Akainu, Kizaru.
We got all of them, baby. Alright? We got all of them.
Big Mom Kaido. Still there.
Still there.
Whitebeard Kaido still there.
Still there. Alright? Now, we're moving on to questions.
Now, Shanks automatically wins the bracket because he's by himself.
Yeah,
the
no one
God
can
King.
challenge him.
Yes.
Obviously. Alright, questions. We might get John Lee in to see how it goes. Alright.
Jordan Lee, I swear to God. We'll give him some time to react to the backup.
call.
The call. Jordan Lee, we will drag you in a minute or so. We are in questions.
We only got a few questions. We've
Only
got
a few
3 or 4 questions this week.
Comment on the state of the community.
It's dormant, but you know, it's an off week. It's the call-in show.
Is it ready to go? Is it ready to explode? Because Wano's ready to explode.
Yeah, I think it's ready to explode. All the group discussions have kind of stopped.
And it's going to get spicy after Wano.
Yeah,
Oh, it's going to get hit. It's going to get
Joy Boy, all the crazy shit.
It's going to get crazy.
All right, is Jordan Lee ready?
Well, if he drops out, that's it.
Jordan Lee, are you ready? Oh, he's
No,
not ready.
that's it.
He's not
No
ready.
chance. He's not coming in. All right, that's it. He's done. First question.
Now, it's interesting to me that he keeps on dropping out. We
Immediately.
tried. We tried.
And then he jumps in to interrupt the sermon. Is he even watching the show?
Oh,
Is
he's
he
here.
now?
John Lee.
Hello.
We finally
I'm
got you
here.
here.
Bro, Discord is so hard to figure out, man.
Discord, you can't figure it out. All right. Well,
I can't. I'm sorry.
we figured it out. We're here. All right.
Yeah.
What's your topic, Jordan? Tell us your topic.
So I just wanted to talk about how I think the One Piece anime is overrated, and personally, I think it's absolute dog breath.
All right. Explain it. Explain it to people out there.
What's the issues?
What's
Like-
the issues?
For what it should, the main issue is for what it should be, it's far below par.
Okay.
Like One Piece is the most selling anime manga as well
In history.
for I don't know how many years. It should be better than Demon Slayer, Haikyuu, Kuroko. Like it's all these other animes I mentioned are way better on average than One Piece.
All right.
One
now,
Piece has the odd shiny moment, yeah?
yeah, we
It
know.
has the odd shiny moment, but those moments are far and few between because if you look at a series like Hunter x Hunter, yeah?
Yeah.
The average is consistently good. I look forward to watching the anime more than reading the manga, which is what it should be, yeah?
Well, Hunter x Hunter
Whereas
is a
with the
different
One Piece
situation.
anime, it's poor. The
Yeah.
One Piece anime is piss poor, bro.
Okay.
Like, especially since, Fishman Island?
Yeah.
Until Wano. Wano's been actually pretty average, but it's better than that time frame I said.
Yeah. All right.
Fishman Island, Dressrosa are doggy.
Now I'll tell you the actual issue. They are contractually obligated to do an episode every week. That's a problem.
Yes.
That needs to stop
course, yes.
before it gets better.
And they would need to renegotiate how the money is distributed on Toei and the agreements of the old system that they had.
And broadcasting rights. All right.
Absolutely, yeah. So I had a solution actually to make it seasonal, like
Yeah.
like Demon
But
Slayer.
the
sort of thing.
issue is it's in the old school Toei system where they have sponsors for the show and they only get paid when that sponsor is shown.
And the Sunday morning cartoon time slot.
Yeah.
That is
Oh, man.
also with other shows.
So it's a 20-year system that's been running down the hill, and you see very little
Yeah.
shows have that.
Yeah.
You only really see One Piece at the moment, because Naruto finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you guys are professional animators, like you guys are professionals. Like,
I am Christian's.
do you not find it? Do you not find it so poor? Like these stupid repeating walking, these staring scenes, these beam struggles that
It's
shouldn't
bad.
be there. You know,
Yeah.
like you know, like when Dofi and Aokiji are just staring at each other, like you think they're gonna get intimate or something.
it's
Like what's
there to-
going on there?
It's there to pad time. It's there to.
Yeah,
relieve
that's what I'm
the
saying. It's
pressure.
poor.
A lot of
Now, if
quality.
you know anything about artists and the industry in general, Christian,
Yeah.
more time is always a bonus.
Sure.
But when your schedule is this tight and
Yeah.
you have to deliver, it's over. You deliver what
yeah.
you deliver.
Yeah, it's not their fault
in
in that sense. Yeah, I agree with
But
you.
my major issue with the anime is it's now that with Wano specifically, they're taking liberties
That are good.
Yes.
to obscure the intent of Oda.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's the biggest issue. The ink filler that isn't good.
Like when,
Like the Zoro Tatsumaki. Like it looks shiny, but that's not what happens. You know, they could do that in
Yeah.
a better way.
yeah, like Zoro vs Killer, right? It's
Yeah.
cool. It looks good, but it changes the context and the delivery of what Oda intended.
Yeah.
Now that's fine. If your aim is to do that, but I'm not sure their aim is to deliver something different.
Yeah.
If it was me, Christian, I'd direct it in a way that portrays Oda's intent,
Yes.
while adding extra layers, but still keeping that intent and tone intact.
See, the problem is, right, they have to...
But now we're in this generation of Twitter and clips,
Exactly.
so that's all that really matters to them.
But how are we going to display why Kaido's stronger than Zoro when we're doing all these crazy animation and these planet blowing up attacks? How is Kaido gonna look stronger? How is Luffy gonna look stronger when everyone's doing these insane attacks that aren't Oda's intent? You know what I mean? All right. We've discussed the anime.
Shout
lot.
out to Batman,
Shout out to Batman. How could we forget Batman? All right.
whose idea was that. Bad.
Bad idea. All right. Now, Jordan Lee, we appreciate
You're finally getting on.
you finally getting on, working at Discord. all the troubles we've had,
Mhm.
interrupting the sermon.
I'm sorry. Did I actually interrupt the sermon? I should be banned.
It should be, but you know,
It
you've
should
been
be,
with,
it
you've
should
been
be.
with us a long time, so we'll
Thanks.
let this
I
one
don't want to be
slide.
like heavy, you know.
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah,
No
I just
one's
wanted
li-
to ask you guys one quick rating. Like, I think the One Piece Wano has been overrated. Like, it is a big step up from Dressrosa,
It's been
but I think
overrated.
it's still massively overrated.
It's been overrated.
What do you guys give it out
by
of 10?
what? It's been overrated by King Aligning.
It's overrated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I watch Cole a lot.
Yeah.
But he's having a tug when Sanji was doing his light speed kick or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not canon, man.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a big Sanji fan, and I
Ratings for
don't
the
like how you
anime-
guys disrespect him.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
Shout
Yeah,
out to
yeah.
Zolo.
Shout out to Zolo. Shout out to Sanji. All right, Wanji, as some people say.
Shanks.
Shout out to Shanks, of course. Now, ratings for the anime. I don't know, like a 5 out of 10.
5 or a 6,
Yeah.
sure.
I don't
Agreed.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Wano isn't offensive most of the time.
It's trying. It's better than what it was. Right, Hokkaido
Yeah,
was
yeah.
also okay, but Dressrosa was so fucking bad.
It's so bad, man.
All right.
That King Kong gun, terrible.
Yeah, the clash. We don't
That
want to
was
see
terrible.
clashes. All right. Now, thank you,
Yeah.
Jordan Lee.
We
We'll
made
go
it.
back
Guys,
to questions.
Thanks so much. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Take care,
Alright.
guys.
Shout out to Jordan Lee and his hatred of the anime.
All right. Eric loves to see hatred. He loves to see it. All right. Loves it.
Sure.
Now, question corner. Few questions to end off the show from Anime Watcher. Do you think Yamato has Conqueror's Haki? Father like son? Perhaps.
Have
Alright?
you seen Kaido's Konkurosaki?
Kaido says he has Conqueror's Haki. Alright? Because, you know, you two.
Sure, why not? Give it to Yamato. Doesn't matter.
Extra hype.
Sure.
I mean, apparently Zoro's going to get this arc.
Unlock it.
Alright? From Jan. I find it kind of hypocritical that Kaido wants his honorable death that allows Orochi to go back on his word with Odin when he survives for 1 hour. I felt that it was really weak and dishonorable. Can anyone explain why we gave him so much clout for wanting a glorious and honorable death when he isn't even a man of his own word? That's why he's a villain. That's why he's a villain. A hypocritical villain. Of course. He's a villain. What part of that don't people understand?
A pirate villain as well.
Exactly. He wants what he wants. He doesn't give a fuck about anyone else.
Yes.
Alright? So he's a villain. Of course he's going to be hypocritical. He's not going to say the right thing.
Yeah, I killed the old hag, which got in the way, but I still caught that W.
Yeah, alright? You know, it is what it is there. From MBDD, why wasn't Sanji mad at Luffy for destroying the wedding cake and wasting food even though he treats everyone else that wastes food like trash? Interesting, maybe potential character plot hole, if we think about it. Because Luffy never said what he's actually going to do during that little, I have a secret plan. When he just and then he busts out the
Sanji was
cake.
busy standing on tables telling people who's boss.
But you could make the argument that that would be out of character for Sanji.
Yes.
Luffy wasting food, even though if it's in a situation.
Solid point.
That's all a point. Maybe something to think about. Oda just wanted an interesting moment, alright?
Mhm.
Now, moving on. From Kennedy O. First off, Shanks is the God King. Correct. Alright?
Always.
Now the question. What is each of your top 5 Toriko characters?
Top 5.
Sure, the couple of minutes of hype with King Aligning and Toski podcast, and always love the hype shared by everyone.
Alright.
Number 1. Nokimasu Jiro.
Always.
He's
Son of Guinness.
son of Guinness, of course. Now, do we include
Time knocking.
time knocking? How could we forget? Is number 2? Toriko gets all the sauce. He's hype.
At the end, especially.
Yeah. Is it Toriko? Is it
Midoriya's hype.
maybe Midora? Maybe the what are they called? The fucking
The Beast.
the beasts. You know, Heracles,
Bambino.
Babina. Now the other. What about the crew? We got
Moon
Sunny.
Whale kind of fucking.
Moonwell sucks,
sucks.
alright? And the deer also kind of sucks.
The deer's alright.
Sky deer kind of sucks. But
Crow, Emperor Crow,
Emperor Crow's okay.
kind of hype.
Alright, now let's talk about the crew. Toroko, Sunny, fucking Zebra, fucking Coco. Was it Coco? I think so. The poison guy,
Yeah.
Coco. Alright. Now they kind of get lost at the end.
Sunny's
really,
hype until the end.
Until the end.
Sunny's
what about,
always hype.
What about Starjin, the brother of Toroko?
Eh.
What?
They all kind of fight away. The crew kind of goes away at the end, and then it's just like Mirada, Neo, Acacia,
Akashi's. I don't know if Akashi's
slash Neo.
Yeah. Akashi's weird. He's like his design
He
changes.
changes. He changes every week.
His design changes every 2 seconds.
What about Kawamatsu? He's got cooking hype.
Kamatsu's got that warp kitchen.
What about
cooking hype.
what about the White Demon?
That's not a character.
That's hype though.
That's hype. That's not
We're
a
talking
character. That dude, the white Oni. That's
Yeah.
not a character.
He does one shot Neo slash Acacia.
Anyway, we talked about Toroko. All right, the final question. What do you guys know and have you heard about Build King? Build King is the new
Toroko Man.
Toroko Man manga.
Now, what did I say Toroko's biggest flaw was as to why it wasn't as popular as it should have been?
About food.
What is it I always say that Toroko's biggest flaw is that didn't get popular?
What?
Anime, titties, and waifus.
All right, we're gonna waifu.
It's required. It's required.
All right,
Especially these days.
sure.
You gotta have either the loli, you gotta have a waifu.
All right. Now there is some controversy around this man.
Is there? I don't know about no controversy. What's the controversy?
Now the controversy is that he was arrested for sexual relations with an underage person, but found not guilty because
What?
the person lied, was a prostitute,
Right.
lied to him about the age, found not guilty. What do we do there? All right.
There's suspicious actions. What's going on with Japan?
A lot of things.
Dark suppression going on in Japan.
A lot of dark shit going on in Japan. But they're not guilty, so it's not the same as fucking Watanabe, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same, alright?
Not good.
So, we'll check out Build King. Yeah, Build King. What is it even about?
Building.
Building?
It's just Frankie.
I don't even know what it's about. Alright, we'll see what it's about. Alright. And that was the last question. That's for sure. Alright?
Another show in the bag. Chapter next week.
Chapter next week, get hype. Maybe something's gonna happen that's crazy, alright? Maybe.
So we're for the Rio.
Waiting for that Rio. Alright. Shanks is the strongest.
Shanks is
Shanks
the
the
good
King.
king.
Ah, fuck.